Hari Om. Santi, Santi. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om. Yeah. Just like.
So we're again today in front of the fire, a really, really powerful fire. And the vibe is very high. We are happy. Full of motivation, yes, and creation inside, and it's just incredible to be in a space like this that teaches us so much. Sitting in front of the fire teaches us a lot, and for me the fire has taught me about peace. It has taught me about being in the present moment with it. It has taught me mindfulness, the whole moment of preparing the fire and being with the fire. It has taught me connection to myself, to the sun, to you, Trilo.
Yes, thank you.
To my inner sun. And it also taught me a lot about control. How we are here and we are creating a fire out of different things that we have. And we have the feeling that we control something, but we actually don't control anything. But then in the end, we control everything with the mind. So it's like a play of understanding of control and of boundaries and of fears. And the fire really taught me a lot of what to purge and how to transform, and that things that are inside of you don't have to stay stuck. They are always moving. They are never the same. Every single second the flame is moving, right?
Dancing Shiva.
Dancing Shiva.
Yes. And this fire, the Dhuni, is Shiva Shakti. Shiva is the fire, and then dust to dust. The Dhuni, the Bhavati is the Shakti. So it's a union between two. Yeah. And then the fire does take all our negativity and take it and give us positive frequency, love, compassion, because we are part of the fire too. We are made out of Pancha Tattva, means 5 elements, and the fire is one, right? So we connected to ourselves actually. And with doing Havan, the purification for all the sentient beings, which makes us fulfill.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's not just the fire, but it's the wood.
Yes.
And it's the land that brought the wood, and the fire that brought the wood, and the air that's making all of this situation happen. So we're not just connecting to the fire here. We're actually connecting to all the elements. And then connecting to ourselves.
Within ourselves.
Yeah.
The prana and the eternal soul and the sun within us. And, it's a beautiful things that given by the divine to us.
Why have you chosen to work with fire?
Because the fire made me one within me, myself brings me, and it's a Shiva is actually no form, Nirakar, but we see the form of the Shiva, dancing fire, Nataraj. Same way also dancing all the time while we are here. So if we realize ourselves of this beautiful element, the fire, then we connect to ourselves. That's the point.
Yeah, because it actually is formless, right?
Yes.
Every single second it's changing, so in the end it's not form, doesn't have a form at all. So what you're saying is that it reminds you that you are formless.
Yes.
That's really beautiful.
Thank you. Om Hari Om.
It does. It does show you, because there is this idea that we all have form, and we do, and all these particles and atoms are here creating our reality in a dense way, creating matter, right?
Yes.
But in the end, if you take the mind off it, we are actually completely formless.
Yes, like you see, like while the fire is going dancing, when the fire goes out, and what you call
The
this?
smoke.
And the smoke, the cloud, is turned into the cloud. So it formed the cloud, right? And the cloud, you know how it's changing? It comes different images in the cloud, and it's no form again. It's disappear. Where does cloud disappear? You see, it's like that.
It's just
Appear
reminding
and
of
disappear. This is appear and disappear. No ending, no beginning. Beyond.
If your smile could be translated into all of this.
Oh my God.
This is why we sit down here, because we just feel connected and fulfilled, and whatever comes our way during the day, if we sit down, we've realized that even if we procrastinate coming here, right?
Yes.
When we arrive here, it feels so peaceful.
Yes.
And it just feels good. So in whatever way you find yourself to connect with any element, a lot of people are surfers and they connect with water all the time. That is their way of connecting to themselves.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Connecting. Some are doing only pranayama connected with the air. Some are all the farmers, they are connecting with the earth. You see, we are part of the earth, which is very strong, actually powerful. The earth, touching to the soil, to the mother earth, working, planting, growing the vegetables and food. Annapurna. Wow, this is most another part. I do all these things.
Yeah, and every moment of your life, you're actually maybe drawn to something different.
Yes.
Maybe one moment you're drawn to air, and then the other moment you're drawn to land and creating with your hands. And then another moment you're drawn to the water, and then fire, and then everything else.
Then added to the Shiva. Shiva is formless with the meditation, which helps my sadhana. So I connect with the divine. It's one with the Shiva.
And we have here the fire. So around the fire there is actually a structure, right?
Yes.
Does that structure also symbolizes Shakti? And then the fire is the Shiva in the middle?
Yeah. The middle we put is the Shiva, and then we make the triangle, means yantra, which is connected with the divine. You see, that's the form I make yantra, and before we make the fire, right? So this you connected already. So while the fire is moving and dancing, and we see ourselves, and then when it's like dust to dust, it turns into dust. Means it's not dust. It's a Shakti. It's a vibhuti. That's the truth.
So what does Shakti represent?
Shakti represents the mother. Your Shakti, your energy. Energy. We came through her, no? So it's a Shakti. And Shiva Shakti. Actually, Shiva also came through the mother. You see? And then in the creation, like in the Hinduism, they say, or say the Shastra or whatever, said, like there was nothing here, it's a piece of, we're part of the sun. This earth is the fire before, and cooled down, little bit water came, and then all these, elements came, fish came, and many in the sea, and then at the end, the human forms create, because mother say, wow, I can create some beings here. So then they bring the Brahma, the creator, and then he then wants to have Sambho, means relation with the sex, because you are mother, you born me, and how I can do? And then mother turn into dust again, go back, and call to Vishnu, the preserver, and he also same, he say, then mother, wow, now what I can do? Then create the Shiva, formless one, bring into the form with the Nataraj, dancing fire come. I say, okay, Shiva, now I create Brahma and Vishnu. They say, no, how about you to make Sambho, means make creation. Sambho means creation in this planet Earth, this I want a human being, mother said. And then, okay, I agree with you what you say, mother, but I have to take another form, and you have to take another form, mother.
In order for creation to happen.
Yeah, and so mother take the Shakti form, and Shiva take the Shiva form, Shiva, in the human form, say. So then they make together Sambhog, and then the creation happen. Now also happening, actually, if they really, we make the baby. The mother make, I'm just a part, I drop
it's
my
both,
seeds.
you need both.
We need
but
yin
then,
and yang.
But then that's what we're doing in the fire. We're
Yes.
just representing symbolically this union, so then we can create something.
Exactly.
And not forget about the union.
Exactly.
The divine union.
Divine union. Yeah, my love. Oh, beautiful, my human goddess.
Thank you.
Oh, my beauty. Oh. Just a minute. So the happiness, right? And this Om, actually the transcendental symbols came through the sound. Om. So the sound also have same sound. Well, now the sound is going on all the time, vibrating. Sound alive,
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
For opening up and sharing wisdom and
Thank you,
always
you too.
having an open heart and good conversation to share because it helps everyone.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
I'm a little child, okay?